Alright guys, I think we can all agree on one thing. With every week that passes, Blue Lock Rivals just keeps getting wilder. And now, we've officially entered the phase where the leaks are starting to sound too good to be fake. Yeah, I'm talking about what dropped earlier today. A bunch of new leaks that could completely change the next few updates. And of course, they all came from one person. You already know who I'm talking about, Melted. At this point, whenever he says something in the official Discord, you just know it's going to be either chaos or greatness, sometimes both at once. And, at this point, whenever Melted types anything in the official Blue Lock Rivals Discord, people drop whatever they're doing to read it. And this time, he didn't just tease one idea. He dropped multiple potential leaks. And yes, I have to emphasize the word potential, because he himself said it clearly, nothing is confirmed. But let's be honest, we've all seen this play out before. Every time he says something isn't confirmed, it is still can end up in the next update. So, take that how you will. And yeah, before we go further, just a quick reminder to like this video and subscribe. Thank you so much in advance. Let's get back to the main topic. So let's get straight into it. The biggest leak right now, the one I personally like, is Skeleton Nagi. Yup, that's real. A brand new limited version of Nagi with his own unique moveset, not a reskin like McNagi. This one's going to be an entirely separate style with different moves, new visuals, and its own theme. It's not Niel Nagi with a spooky costume. It's a full new experience built specifically for the Halloween event. Now, before you start thinking it's just going to be another lazy version of Nagi, trust me, that's not what's happening here. Skeleton Nagi is being designed as his own character. He's going to have 3 or 4 brand new moves that all fit the skeleton theme. And from what we've seen so far, that means ghostly, bone-like animations, and moves that feel supernatural. Imagine a steel move where skeleton arms come up from the ground, grab the ball, and drag it toward him. Yeah, that's the kind of vibe we're talking about. It's honestly such a crazy idea, but it makes perfect sense for a Halloween event. If they actually go all in with the atmosphere, this could easily be one of the best looking styles we've ever had. The VFX potential alone is insane. Bone particles, glowing white trails, dark mist. I'm telling you right now, if they nail the animations, this could outshine most styles in terms of visuals. But that's not all. Skeleton Nagi isn't the only one getting the spotlight. There are more limited styles on the horizon, and they're all tied to events. From what we've seen in the leaks, there might also be themed versions of Eniel Isagi, Nel Rin, and even Nel Bachira. So yeah, that means the devs are cooking multiple limited styles at once, which probably means a huge event chain that'll last until winter. Now, for today's video, we're mainly focusing on Skeleton Nagi, since he's clearly the centerpiece of this whole leak. But I also want to talk about Bachira near the end, because the direction they're going with his limited version actually sounds just as interesting. So let's break this down a bit more. When it comes to Nagi, it looks like they're keeping his signature abilities but giving them a completely new twist to fit the spooky theme. Things like his trap moves, his multi-stage volleys, and his nice to meet you Japan moments, all of that could make a comeback, but with completely redesigned animations and energy. Instead of just catching a ball mid-air, imagine Nagi summoning a ghostly arm or a bone structure that absorbs the ball before flicking it forward. That's what the devs seem to be going for now, a version of Nagi that feels like something out of a dark fantasy anime, but still keeps the soul of his playstyle. And what's even better is that this isn't some copy-paste job. Melted basically hinted that these themed versions will feature totally unique abilities that match their event design. That means this Skeleton Nagi will play differently, not just look different. It's going to have a full moveset that fits his theme. And you can already imagine the cutscenes. A steel move where a skeleton hand bursts from the ground, a finisher shot that leaves a ghostly trail of bones and dust, or even a full awakening sequence that looks straight out of a horror anime. But I just have to say it. As hyped as I am, I really hope they keep him balanced. We all remember what happened last time when they went too far with Nel Nagi. The whole infinite trap thing, the auto steals, the half-field goals. It made the game unbearable for a while. I don't want Skeleton Nagi to be another broken style that ruins the fun for everyone. Let him be strong, but skill-based. Make his power depend on good timing, not spam. Alright, now let's talk about the other part of this leak. Limited Bachira. Yeah, that's right. Our dribbling monster is also getting a new version. Based on the recent discussions and player votes, it looks like his new moveset will focus entirely on creativity and control. The most popular picks for his new abilities were things like freestyle shots, Ginga dribbles, butterfly nutmegs, basically everything that defines his flashy, unpredictable playstyle. And what's really interesting is that Bachira's limited version probably won't drop during Halloween. That's because Halloween is obviously themed around Skeleton Nagi, Reaper Sei, and Demon Shadoo. Bachira's version will likely show up in the next major event, probably Christmas or New Year. And if you think about it, that timing fits perfectly. The Halloween update brings the dark, spooky side, and the holiday event could bring something more colorful and fun, like a Bee Bachira, or even a winter freestyle Bachira. Honestly, Bee Bachira sounds like the most realistic idea. It fits his personality perfectly. The buzzing, playful energy, the constant movement, the unpredictable flow. I can easily imagine him dribbling with golden particle trails shaped like honeycombs, or shooting a ball that leaves a glowing swarm effect. It just fits too well with who Bachira is as a player. So if we put it all together, here's how the roadmap is shaping up. First, we have the Halloween update, which is coming in just a few days. That one may include Reaper Sei, Demon Shadoo, and probably Skeleton Nagi as the main highlights. Then if you didn't watch my previous video, I'm going to say it again. The next update after that will likely focus on general balancing, tweaking existing styles, fixing the bugs that come with every major patch. After that, probably sometime in early November or December, we'll start getting into the next event cycle, where limited versions of characters like Bachira, and maybe even Neil Isagi and Nell Rin, start rolling in with new themes and cosmetics. And keep in mind, none of this is officially confirmed yet. Melted literally said it himself. But if you've been following the game for a while, you already know how this works. Every time he says nothing is confirmed, the exact same thing he teased somehow may show up a few weeks later. So yeah, I'd say we're in for some pretty exciting weeks ahead. What I really like though is how creative these limited styles are getting. They're not just putting the characters in new outfits, they're actually using the event themes to reimagine the playstyle. Reaper Sei is getting completely new awakening moves. Demon Shadoo has a rumored defensive awakening. And now, Skeleton Nagi is bringing supernatural bone-themed mechanics. It's fresh, it's fun, and it keeps the game interesting without making everything about raw power. And yeah, I'm fully aware, whenever something like this happens, bugs are bound to appear. But personally, I'd rather have new ideas with some bugs than nothing new at all. You can tell the devs are experimenting, trying to make each style unique again, and that's exactly what Blue Lock Rivals needs. So to wrap this up, if everything goes as expected, we're looking at one of the most content-packed months the game has ever had. Anyway, that's all for now. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you more excited for Skeleton Nagi or Demon Shadoo? Personally, I can't wait to see how the skeleton-themed moves look in-game. And if they actually add a bone steel animation like Melted described, I might never switch styles again. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Because with how fast these leaks are rolling in, I'll be covering every single one of them as soon as they happen.